Donald Trump bragged about passing a dementia screening test in an unhinged rant on Air Force One. Trump is really sure that he doesn't have dementia, and the press were clearly stunned by his bizarre claims. As usual, Trump talking about people with low IQ. Usually when Trump talks about people with low IQ, it is non-white women. And indeed, here he talks about AOC and Jasmine Crockett.
They have Jasmine Crockett, a low IQ person. They have AOC's low IQ. You give her an IQ test, have her pass like the exams that I decided to take when I was at Walter Reed. Those are very hard, they're really aptitude tests, I guess, in a certain way, but they're cognitive tests. Let AOC go against Trump. Let Jasmine go against Trump. I don't think Jasmine, the first couple of questions are easy. A tiger, an elephant, a giraffe, you know. When you get up to about 5 or 6, and then when you get up to 10 and 20 and 25.
No, when they make you write that it's 10 after 11 on an analog clock by drawing the hands of the clock, it gets really tough.
They couldn't come close to answering any of those questions.
Understand that the president is putting other people down for their lack of intelligence, according to Trump, and bragging about having passed a dementia screening test. That's what he's bragging about at the end of the day. Trump was asked about a third term. He says, I would love to do it.
Very good people.
They are good people.
You said that for 2028, they're very good people.
Well, we have great people. Well, I don't have to get into that, but we have one of them standing right here. We have JD, obviously. The vice president is great. I think Marco's great. I think, I'm not sure if anybody would run against us. I think if they ever formed a group, it would be unstoppable. I really do. I believe that. I would love to do it. I have my best numbers ever. It's very terrible. I have my best numbers.
As if good numbers would justify violating the Constitution to try to serve a third term as president. And then Trump saying it would be a little too cute for Trump to run as vice president. Too cute.
One theory on how you might try to serve a third term is that you could run as the vice president.
Yeah, I'd be allowed to do that.
Is it the White House or the White House counsels or your legal position?
No, you'd be allowed to do that, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it. I think it's too cute. Yeah, I would rule that out because it's too cute. I think the people wouldn't like that. It's too cute.
Yeah. It's a little too cute to try to shred the Constitution. Too cute. Trump asked about Elon Musk. I guess they're sort of on good terms now. He says, no, Elon, I like Elon. I'm always going to like Elon. It sounds like they've made up.
Relationship with Elon these days, and is there?
I think it's good. I mean, you saw that during Charlie's beautiful tribute. Elon came up. It's good with Elon. I like Elon. I've always liked Elon. Elon's good.
Have you talked to him since the memorial?
On and off a little bit. Yeah, very little. Nothing much. Look, he's a nice guy. And he's a very capable guy. I've always liked him. He had a bad spell. He had a bad period. He had a bad moment. It was a stupid moment in his life.
Any moment in which you appear to contradict the dear leader, when you suggest this tax bill may not really be what I thought Trump was running on, anything other than unflinching, unending loyalty is a problem. He said a little stupid something or other, just a little bit of a problem there. Finally, lying about grocery prices just seems to be part of the job. It's a work hazard of sorts at this point in time. Donald Trump continuing to lie both about the changes to grocery and egg prices and lie about blame. And it's just a mess all the way down. It's who can debase themselves the most, but whose followers are most willing to accept obvious lies.
With the swaps plan or with the changes to beef purchases, depending on the result of that election?
We'll see. We're going to take care of, look, we're going to take care of our ranchers one way. That we have two situations. The ranchers for 35 years have done very poorly. The cattle people, they've done very, very poorly. And now they're doing well, but the price is up. So what I can see happening is we're going to take some beef because I have to get the price down. I want to get, most prices are down. If you look at energy and all the, I have things down, but beef is high. And the cattle ranchers are doing good. They backed me from day one. What we're going to do is we're going to make sure that they don't get hurt, but we have to also make sure that I get the prices down. I want to get the prices down like I did with eggs, like I did with lots of others. We had a couple of them where when I first took over, eggs were double and quadruple what they were. That was Biden's fault. A lot of this is Biden's fault too. And we're going to get the price of beef down, and I'm going to make sure the cattle ranchers don't get hurt.
Yeah. Rather than breaking something and having to fix it every damn presidential term, maybe just don't break it in the first place. And of course, the farmers and the ranchers were crushed by Donald Trump's tariffs in the first term. He had to bail them out. Predictably, the exact same thing is happening now in the second term. And Trump is now paying lip service to the idea that he cares about these folks so much that he's going to make sure they don't get hurt. Well, we're talking about a bailout again. We're talking about more taxpayer money, more of your money, more of my money, rather than what about prevention? What's that phrase? An ounce of prevention is worth a metric ton of cure or treatment or something like that. Or as Bernie Sanders says, if you set a fire in a waste paper basket, you can't then ask for credit for putting the fire out. And that's sort of what Donald Trump is constantly doing. Are people falling for it? Yes, they are. You look online, you look at Reddit and all of the different places where these MAGA supporters hang out. They are falling for it. They're going, man, Biden, he really screwed us on the grocery prices, but Trump's fixing it. Trump's fixing everything. They are living in a fantasy world. It's very hard to get cult members to leave the fantasy world, but we should welcome them out of it if and when they are ready. I love it when a box of bottles of wine from Naked Wines shows up at my house. We unpack it. I'm partial to the white wine. My girlfriend is more partial to the red wine. Our sponsor, Naked Wines, is a wine club that will connect you directly with independent winemakers all over the world. This means you are getting world-class wine delivered to your door at up to 60% less than what you would pay in stores. And the reason is very easy. No middlemen, no huge markups, just the winemakers and you. Every box has introduced us to bottles we never would have picked up on our own, makes any regular weeknight dinner feel a little more special, and it's an easy way to enjoy great wine without overthinking it too much, whether you're a wine expert or you're like me and you know virtually nothing at all about wine. Head to nakedwines.com/Pakman. Use the code Pakman as the code and password to get 6 bottles for only $39.99, shipping included. The link is in the description.